The grand finale. Yeah, this is a tight event. I'm a big fan of the event that XSeed put on. I also let the record show I'm a fan of this overlay. I think it looks cool. This style of overlay. It can be changed a little bit, but I think it's cool. Okay, so here's what to remember about the winners final set into grand finals, right? Is like obviously in the grand final set, you have to see how Justin challenges Rekka a bit more, and also I think probably nice slide, counter hit the second button. Also how Justin stops the far fireball, because yeah, that right there gets him in for free, and if Justin's not challenging in some way, he's gonna struggle. She also doesn't have like a good light challenge, like so if this is Gran in this situation, for instance. And he blocks a Rekka. He can do jab into the light thrust, and it can be spaced out to be relatively safe, right? She doesn't really have that. She has light into like fireball or light into light lunge, but that lunge would be unsafe, right? She has to do EX lunge to even combo off a light. He's dead.
That's not a good sign right here for Kizzie. Now, obviously Kizzie is strong.
I haven't watched TSB yet.
Yes,
Kizzie and Justin are similar, actually, in the sense that like they're both relatively defensive, kind of slow-paced, grounded players, right? Ooh, that hurts. As much as Second Gamma, who dropped the big 2 months. Thanks very much. It's just Kizzie has a more aggressive character here in Lancelot. Even his Lancelot play, right? This is a character that can be like high-flying off the wall, jumping around, doing wild stuff. Like he kind of plays him slow and steady, chipping his way in. It's what they're both good at, I think. This is kind of Kizzie's style in general, too. No, Justin is a defensive player, but he's not a brain player, I think. He's, oh, that hurts. I like that. That lunge wasn't going to be unsafe, so he just ran up and challenged with an overhead to see if he was going to, you know, hit a button or something. So, something that we've already seen much more in this set, far heavy punch from Justin. We didn't see it nearly as much in the last set, right? But look at here how he's trying to challenge the spaced out fireball right there with the heavy punch a bit more, and then even once he backs off here, it's another heavy punch to like to try to challenge in this range. I think that's a better choice from Justin. We didn't see that button enough in the first set.
You know, you saw he defended a bunch and then found the perfect timing for the interrupt. Okay, that's good. Kizzie's got to get those throws in there. Oh boy, but it does set up.
Watch for the up back. Up backing in the corner against throws is a really common. Oh, probably a mistake.
Knew it was coming. Ares isn't gonna save you from the Empire. That was crazy.
Yeah, you see Justin looking down at his stick. That's probably a mistake. He probably walked up and hit fierce. That happens, like, that kind of stuff happens to me a lot, actually. Is like, you try to walk up and do fireball or something, you get super, and you're like, what? Again, you see that jab challenge after the Rekka from Justin? It's not that much, right? It's like, okay, I get hit by a jab. Yeah, that jab does nothing. It's like the damage is so insignificant. And if he gets knocked down from a Rekka, it's so big. Yep, see, he just gets knocked down by a Rekka, and then it's like, well, yeah, I risked a jab for this. Oh, yeah, no punish on the uppercut that whiffed. That was actually a punish from Justin on the other side. It's not easy to punish Lancelot's dash like that. If it's like spaced out, if he goes through you, it's easier than if it's from like in the front and spaced out from like full screen. One thing I would like to see, nice. I was just gonna say one thing I would like to see is more light lunge in neutral, and also when Justin punishes slide, I want to see crouching medium punch into lunge a little bit more. He wins in one hit here. Yep, not enough. He could have done EX Rekka or Skybound chip. It's hard in that situation, right? Because like, if he's trying to get chip in that situation, Lancelot can make his Rekkas not a true block string.
So that's what's really strong about Lancelot. He does such great chip damage, and we've seen the kind of threats he has with the lows, right?
But if there is a gap, you can super skybound out or something, right? So like, it's up to you to try to find that gap. Yes, more heavy punch. Wow, did you see that slide going to the lunge? Why is his sweep so damn good? Nice, yeah. Justin could have done, right here, by the way, I would have liked to see as the anti-air combo, he could have done crouching heavy, dash, heavy, heavy, heavy. I think that would have been better here, probably, than just doing heavy into EX lunge. That jumping unique, the cross-up she has is really good. At the uppercut, he just input after the round was over.
It still could be either person's game, right?
Yeah, I like more light lunge. It beats raw fireball in the neutral. It will beat what's it called? Kizzie trying to hit heavy or like trying to move in or something. I think that it's an option you have to commit to a little bit. Also, when he does the fast fall, Justin can do crouching heavy into skill and then do backdash if Kizzie does a fast fall, or do a real anti-air combo if it hits.
That was so good for Kizzie K, so we got the throw, right? Another late tech from Justin. Puts him at a disadvantage.
Easy input DP to get himself out of trouble.
Allowing Kizzie K to get a life lead. Kizzie did not bait the uppercut from Justin, unfortunately.
Now, yeah, I was going to say, now you have to watch for the EX Fireball. The EX Fireball is especially scary if, what's it called? If Justin stuffs it with Heavy Punch, he can, like, hit confirm it on counter hit to super or something. Her regular Skybound, I think, is the one that combos a bit better off of her Heavy Punch than the super Skybound. Nice. In this game on defense, jumping forward is really strong. Jumping forward or jumping back is very, very strong, especially in the corner, because if throws or overheads both lose to jump. Nice. That was good.
No fireballs for you.
Jumping forward is really strong, because if you think about it, right, think about the main things you're going to want to do on offense in this game, right? You want to walk up and you want to do media attack, you want to do throw, or you want to do overhead to bait a throw or something, right? Media attack will beat up forward. But anything else will lose to up forward. Both throw will get punished by up forward, and overhead can get punished by up forward, right? So, you know, they're both relatively weak to up forward. I want to see a slide in this mid-range, yeah. I want to see a slide off the cancels. Like right there. He's faking the wall escape. You see how Justin has to respect it? Yeah, that slide, it can be made pretty safe. I like the uppercut. On the late throw breaks, your opponent is going to be plus, so I think that's a good choice from Justin. That's what I meant about the far cancels being able to be, you can slide them. So check this out. Justin does a really spaced out crouching medium punch after this jump in. He does crouching medium punch into fireball. Out of blocking, right? Out of block stun, Kizzie can slide it. It's something that's pretty important about this character. That's punish. Into super. Silva Chariotto.
But he's got a long road again ahead of it. Remember, he's still in loser's bracket. Kizzie's still in winner's bracket.
That's actually the SSB. The SSB is Silver Chariot.
Justin Wong taking the first round,
yeah, you have to be careful about those far cancels into fireball. It's pretty easy to slide under them, and then your slide will be spaced out enough that you kind of get smoked. Like, the slide will either hit or it'll be safe on block, so.
Justin had tied it up 2-2. 5 rounds straight, by the way. And then Kizzie with the recovery. Oh, what a jump out of the corner.
Punish. And he gets a side switch without spending any bar there. Yeah, finish the Rekka. One thing we haven't seen a lot of in this set at all is defensive DPs from Kizzie, right? He hasn't really committed to it at all. That fast fall. Another thing about her is that Catalina's light into fireball is a true block string. So you can't really wiggle out of it very easy, and it gets her space. Ouch. Yeah, Skybound. The thing is that she's not dead here. Will Kizzie do the EX fireball setup? No. Just dashes up. Not close enough to the corner, I guess, for the fireball setup. Sweeping a fireball, runs up behind the fireball. I wonder what he was looking for there with that jump.
Okay, now he's gonna go for the pressure. He's gonna give the combo. Oh my god, he got the combo. Aries is coming out. Super Skybound Artist.
This is Silver Chariot right here.
So sick.
Damn, that hurt.
Justin Wong
oh, he's asking him score? I see. I love that this game has special win poses for the Super Skybounds. And I love that this game has, what's it called? Like the intros they're the special outros that play the whole time, right? So when you win with an SSB, it shows like the special thing for each character. Like Percival's is absurd. Yeah, and the Skybound music is really cool. It changes too. In general, the Skybound music is great, but then you get the Skybound music, what's it called? When you get the kill. The one thing that I see as a problem here is Kizzie has not really gotten any big corner conversion. Notice that Justin has not taken the bait on any throw and got counter hit by an overhead. And so his damage output has been relatively low. It's just been like tapping him with stuff, getting rekkas, getting hits. He's never really like been like, oh, I'm going to get hit by this counter hit overhead into huge damage, especially in the corner.
Yeah, that's an important time to hold the block one when it comes to left.
Never, ever, ever in the corner, right?
Close enough to punish, but again, Justin doesn't care. He's always
Yeah, I don't know if he could have punished that. That was pretty spaced out. Justin's also been hitting heavy way more in this set to interrupt the fireball, which he needs to use grounded heavy punch a little bit more, right? It's better to confirm into light lunge and also stuff fireballs from like half screen away. I think it's a good option. Damn, it beat the anti-air. Beat Denizen, who dropped the big Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. Yeah, he could have jumped forward and air throwed the DP there, but it worked out okay. Yeah. Good confirm from Kizzie. Yeah, Lancelot's damage outside of like confirms like that or in the corner is not humongous. So Justin is like mitigating the risk he takes by only really teching or committing to anything that'll take damage mid-screen. Because mid-screen damage is low for this character, right? I think Kizzie should... wow, what a whack Justin combo. He should run up and stagger low a little bit more against Justin. Since Justin is like reacting to the overhead and also like... Oh, that was a big drop. Good bait. He doesn't have the EX lunge, though, to make the combo really hurt. Yeah, see that? I think he needs to do walk up low or keep walk up low staggers. Because Justin is up backing so much, right? Yep. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. Justin is so often like up backing or standing up to react to the overhead. No, my. Kizzie is a pretty good fighting game player, huh? Immediately made the adjustment to stagger low to beat Justin's defensive habit, and then the sick whiff punish. 2 apiece. Good adjustments from Kizzie for sure. He recognized on offense what he's supposed to do. It's like Justin's up backing or jumping in the corner. He's late stand blocking to beat the overhead. All right.
He actually got him to throw, but he just didn't have the punish. Yeah, you know, he couldn't really extend the combo. He could have done maybe a normal into EX fireball. And
oh, that was sick to bait the anti-air. Cheating ass character. Yeah, Justin's playing a little bit more frisky. That could have been crouching medium into lunge. Justin's playing a little bit more frisky. Again, you can't get the overhead on Justin there. He's just up backing consistently. You have to, yeah, dead. Justin's up backing consistently. You have to stagger on him, or you have to let him jump out and DP, or you have to air throw him. You have to do something else. The overhead is not working in the corner. You have to condition him, I think. That was good air-to-air from Justin. He's been staying on the ground and trying to anti-air. It's obviously not been working super well. So then if you're Kizzie, you just jump forward and do nothing and let him do jump back, and then you take the space. That's what he tried right there, I think. Damn, the whiff punish. He stuffed something there. I didn't see what it was. Not the DP, because the DP is invincible, so... Yeah, this is a tough spot to win from if you're Kizzie. Safe? Great slide. See the jump back from Justin? Constantly, right? Constantly, that's a punish. Reset bracket. Constantly up back on defense. Kizzie's got to stagger lows to catch that. Yeah, that was really well played. It was like, you could tell Justin knew he was on reset points, so he changed up the strategy a lot. Like, started the round EX lunge, a lot more defensive DPs to beat the fireball, like, up backing in neutral a lot. Yeah, you see the speed that Justin's playing? This is picked up quite a bit, right? He wasn't playing this fast before. He's definitely, like, recognized that he can throw off his tempo a little bit and that Kizzie's not going to adapt immediately. If he gives Kizzie space, he can set up fireball. He can, like, you know, jump and do clings and stuff. But if you just smother him like this a little bit, it makes him kind of have to second think everything he does. Punish. Confirm into, yeah, Skybound. Not enough to kill. Chip is a big problem. Yeah. So if you're Justin, you should do the OS. You should do crouching jab, standing, light, and hold up, and you'll OS in case he DPs. That's a pretty safe thing to do. Yeah, mid-range fireball, using more lunge. That's why you don't want to sit still. You see what happened right there where Kizzie set up the EX fireball? If you give Lancelot that space, that's what happens. Oh, yeah. Punish the up back. That shit's cheap. That shit's cheap. Yeah, he was the basketball bouncing off the backboard. More stagger lows is good. Yeah, you want to do more staggered lows like this so that Justin doesn't just up back. Like run up stagger low is also great. It needs to be a little bit more of that as well, and more of unsung hero. Gifting that big sub. Thanks very much. Yup, I love this pressure. It's changed to adapt with, yeah, perfect. This pressure has changed to adapt with how Justin is defending. This is a good example of recognizing, you know, when some people are like, man, he just keeps up backing, man, he's just doing that. Like, you know, some people would get upset and be like, oh my god, why is he just doing this? Kizzie's adjustment was perfect. He was like, all right, this is how you're defending, so I'll change it up. And then you notice that Justin's been air-to-airing him a lot. So what did Kizzie do here, right? He's like, oh, okay, you want to like try to jump air-to-air, right? So he's jumping so that Justin will get scared and like, yeah, you see him up back there. Justin was like, oh no, I whiffed. I gotta up back in case he commits to something, and he just gave up half a screen of screen space to Kizzie for no threat, essentially, right? That was a good EX lunge. Every time he jumps, he's threatening the wall jump, he's threatening the fast fall, and Justin doesn't have an easy answer to it, right? He has to commit to something. That's a true block string, light fireball from her. Unless maybe he had spaced out, it's not, but I don't think so. Sheep. This doesn't hurt that bad. Yeah, it doesn't hurt that bad. Yes, jump air throw. I mentioned that earlier. It's something that you can use to chase the kind of defense Justin's using. Easy super. Can't do crouching medium into fireball. When most characters in this game have a way to stop that, to be honest. Oh, he missed his EX fireball. Kizzie wants to put out EX fireball, but he's scared of EX lunge. Yeah, that was a good setup for it. Yes, perfect. His offense is great. So you notice he wants EX fireball here. The way he sets this up, Justin's waiting. He's looking for the lunge. He does fast fall. Justin buffers like, oh, maybe he's going to do EX fireball. I should EX lunge. Oh, wait, he didn't do it. And then the EX fireball comes out. He like tricked him, right? It's like sleight of hand. You know what I mean? He did this quick fast fall, and Justin's buffering. He's like, oh, is he going to do EX fireball? I got to get ready. And then he's like, oh, wait, it's fast fall. And by the time you recognize that, it's too late. You can't EX lunge or anything. And then walk up, stagger pressure, and then finally Justin hits a button. Really well played. As well played as Unsung Heroes. Big gifted sub. Thanks very much. Yeah, Kizzie's offense has adjusted really well to deal with how Justin's playing defense. The thing is now, right, is like, okay, he's adjusted the way he's playing offense. If you're Justin, you counter adjust, right? So now Justin starts hitting buttons a little early. He starts DPing a little bit more to beat the staggers. He starts early throw teching maybe. There's like things you can do to stop what Kizzie's doing. Big anti-air. Yeah, close light from Lancelot. Justin did crouching light, I think, on the clash, and he could have done close light as well, I think. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, try to EX lunge it. Yeah. Throw recovery is too long. The guard, you're talking about the mix-up in the corner. The guess is, does Lancelot do double overhead? Does he do overhead wall cling, second overhead that's late? Does he do empty jump low? That's the mix-up. The mix-up is orbital heal, dropping the big 8 months. I'm doing great. How about you guys? DP's through the Rekka. I like that option too. So if you think Lancelot's going to do button Rekka into button or button Rekka, then DPing is a good answer. But it's also risky, right? In the sense that like if he just does Rekka block, it will lose. Yeah. He doesn't have anything else to really extend that's very useful there. So I like just using the Skybound for damage. Oh, it whiffed. That sucks. Justin had the right idea. That mix-up right there. That's the one that you're asking if the block button covers. So that mix-up can be jump. Like you can do double overhead. You can do empty low, you can do overhead low, you can do empty throw, you can do overhead, wall cling, late overhead, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of options there that are really good. That heavy punch is very good from Justin. Alright, okay combo. I'll take it, Justin. It's fine. That's how Justin's combos always look, right? They're always like, kind of like, alright. Perfect round. Really well played from Justin. He like had an early smothering with the lunge, and then once he cornered him, heavy punch, active frames, clip him here. He does medium, medium, medium. Oh, just does medium in the DP. Throw. This pressure is really hard to deal with. Even this anti-air, he gets standing heavy punch. He tries to run up and do crouching heavy punch. I think he could have just done medium punch EX lunge or raw EX lunge off this to combo. But still, he keeps the pressure pretty tight. Lots of run up lows, run up throw. Like, he does a really good job of not letting Kizzie just, you know, poke out easily or up back or jump or something like that. Light kick. Her standing heavy punch is absurdly good, yeah. It's one of the reasons I play the character. Her standing heavy punch makes me feel fantastic. Was this an invitational? No, this is a tournament that XSeed put on to celebrate the launch of the US version of the game.
So he can try to see if he can get in for the pressure sooner. Again, every time Justin just says, you know what, right into it.
Whoa. That was a little scary, but yeah, if you're ever in a situation like that, you should use the block button, the left to right like that.
Oh, no whip punish. Nice by Kizzie with that air movement to avoid the
Stagger pressure, air throw, as we mentioned. So Justin's gonna block that mix-up now. He's seen it a few times. Beautiful. If you're Kizzie, I think you stop doing that mix-up and go for empty low or go for double overhead off the jump. You go for other stuff, right? You change up the mix-up slightly.
That was indeed the shortcut. It wasn't enough to kill, and now Justin with an opportunity. He's got the
SSB. Silver Chariot. This shit hurts.
Oh, this is dead. This is clearly
Chariotto.
If he survives, James, it's gonna be a problem. He's
Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, that shit hurts.
He's done it. Oh my god, he got the counter hit on the universal overhead. And when you get that, you get so much damage off of that.
Punish.
Okay.
Yeah, EX lunge right there was unsafe. So was that actually from Kizzie. Oh wow, good DP cancel. He's consistently been losing those clashes, so I like Justin canceling an uppercut. Not the combo I would have wanted to see, I think, but it's an okay route. I think instead here, you probably want crouching heavy into medium lunge, maybe, so that you don't spend EX lunge here. And then afterwards, you can get medium punch into super to keep the corner. Sweep into jump over is okay too, right? It's not the end of the world. He did end up getting quartered for it, but...
Such a great option for
yeah, the up back was great. Oh, this is pretty good damage, although the combo limit's gonna kick in soon, right? Yeah, I just mentioned that before, right? If you're Kizzie, you start to do the what's it called, the low mix-up. That shit hurts. SSB. So, as I just said, right? Oh, it didn't kill. Yeah, he had to start going for the low mix-up.
I can't believe it! What do you mean he was still alive? Sajam, please! I can't believe it!
Yeah, he kind of autopiloted the jump, I think, there.
Oh my god! I just assumed it was over.
He just DP'd. DP'd for his goddamn life. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. It's 2-1, Justin.
He's at tournament game. Oh my! I apologize for the folks at home.
I love the pressure still. Still, the pressure is like really good from Kizzie. He made a nice adjustment to, like, he started to throw a little bit more. I think that's a good idea since he's kind of convinced Justin to not up back as much. Yeah. The Kizzie face, it'd be like that.
To really solidify his place as a champion, right? But Justin Wong, such a heavy obstacle to go past, right?
Yeah, the combo he did was pretty long. I'm not surprised it was close. Again, the up back. The overhead in the corner, I think he'll almost never get hit by, right? Also, now Justin is challenging the fast fall with heavy punch. If you're Kizzie, you should probably just regular jump at him a little bit more. Too high, yeah. But the recovery is pretty fast.
I like him teleporting right away just to escape that situation.
The DP is invincible. That's why he did it when he landed, just in case Justin committed to something.
Just losing it in the back. I know. And I don't blame them. Honestly, here comes Kizzie. Get him out of the distance so that...
Punish. It's funny he whiffed the EX lunge, and then he still had time to just like hit fierce and punish.
100%, right? I mean, look at this expression. There's one of those things where if you dash and then you input the fireball too...
It depends on the combo. Long combos in SSB do a lot of damage, but they have to be the right combo. You don't want to do like auto combo into a move, auto combo into a move. Like you don't want to do that. You want to do like heavy EX, heavy super, right? Like that's the kind of damage you want. I want to see an empty low just off of a regular jump there now. I think it's probably time. Yeah, the buffer after from Justin. That's a regular hit overhead, not so bad. Although Kizzie's down a lot here. Good challenge. Against Lancelot Fastfall, especially when you don't know what side he's going to end up on, mashing light is really good. You don't know what side he's going to end up on, but you do know that your close light will just come out, right? So if you know Lancelot's going to do Fastfall and he's not going to be plus, mashing light is really good.
Clutch it out. He's got that K for clutch. Oh, here we go. Justin got hit by the fireball. So, but again, started with a lot of light buttons, and so it's always going to scale the damage a lot when you start with.
Yeah, exactly.
Another interruption there from Justin Wong, finding so much success with how.
Exactly. Someone in the chat mentions that when you get a combo into like the EX lunge with Lance, doing 5H into super after is very damaging. It's like that with every character, right? Like. If Catalina in the corner hits heavy into... Nice, this is good damage here. If Catalina gets heavy into EX lunge, you know, or like heavy into EX fireball, heavy into EX lunge, heavy into super, it does way more than heavy into whatever, right? That's scaling is better that way. Oh, bad. That's bad.
A bad spot for Kizzie could do so much damage when he jumps out of the corner. He could have punished the whip throw, but he was so intent on getting out of the corner instead.
Man.
Oh, no.
That hurts. He has no lunge. Oh my god, he's got the lunge. You see the way Justin pursued him after this? It's like he lost so much health, and then the way he played just changed completely. Yeah, so much up back from Justin too. This combo is such a Justin combo. Yeah, he got the wall escape. One thing is, I wanted to see the slide on the far buttons a little bit more. Yeah, his lunges have been great. No lunge, there's the lunge. Mm-hmm.
He's your Grand Blue Fantasy versus champion coming from the loser's side.
Well played. I think that moment where the SSB didn't kill and then he got the uppercut was the turning point of the set, right? That moment you could feel the set shift. You're like, oh my god, it didn't kill, and he fucking gets the uppercut on wake up. Damn. Yeah, I think so. When you watch a set like that, I think that's how you can expect a lot of the pace of super high level sets to be in some cases. You see kind of it was like a back and forth, lots of ground game, lots of like focus on whiff punishing, and in the corner, notice how often we saw in the corner just up backs and up forwards, right? In this game, when you're defending, up forward is so good. And the reason is, like I said, it beats people who are not doing a true string, like a real block string or real pressure, meaty pressure. It beats anybody who is just autopiloting a throw or run up overhead. Those two options are very common. So you have to force people to keep their pressure tight and do crouching light, run up, crouching light. And the thing is that kind of pressure is very good because what ends up happening is, let's say you're fighting someone, right? And they're doing what Justin or whatever is doing, where they just up back out of or up forward out of the corner. If you do crouching light, run up, crouching light, your crouching light whiffs and they're jumping out of the corner, you hit crouching heavy on the other side, counter hit combo. Maybe you don't get the corner back, but you know, you get a 30 to 35% anti-air combo. That's pretty good. My chat is always horny. It's always like that. Why do you think they're all anime players, huh? I watch anime games and then they be horny. That's how anime games work.